Now, our next guest writing a piece in the Epoch Times about DirecTV dropping NEWSMAX and what that really means and what really might be going on here. Joining us now from more senior contributor at The Federalist and senior fellow at the Claremont Institute, Benjamin Weingarten, back with us. Benjamin, good to see you. I thought your piece was excellent. You wrote, quote, when news broke recently that DirecTV was booting center-right network NEWSMAX, the fourth highest rated cable news channel, from its lineup, the question naturally arose, was this about politics or was it strictly business? Take us through what you think might really be going on here.
Yeah, well, as I argue in the piece, what's happening with NEWSMAX being deplatformed by DirecTV has to be seen in context of a broader war on wrongthink. We've seen this public-private mass censorship regime with the social media companies via the Twitter files and other disclosures. We've seen recently in reporting how ad companies are outsourcing their decisions for where to place ads to these quote-unquote disinformation sources, sometimes taxpayer-funded, to basically destroy and throttle conservative websites. And in the case of NEWSMAX, of course, and this is the most staggering maybe of the direct smoking guns here, you have letters from Democrat members of the House who, as in all of these efforts, try to use national security as a rationale to say places like NEWSMAX, OAN, and Fox put out ideas that are dangerous to our democracy, and consequently, DirecTV and other TV providers, are you sure you want to continue to do business with them? That's what Democrat members of the House did in February of 2021. Subsequently, OAN was deplatformed, and now NEWSMAX has been booted from DirecTV. So you can draw a straight line there, and it all goes back to this really disturbing and tyrannical idea that if you hold dissenting voices on your platform, they need to be ejected from your platform and excommunicated from American life. And that context has to be considered when you look at DirecTV's decision to deplatform NEWSMAX.
Really bad for business, too. AT&T stock down over 10%. It's down by a full dollar over the last 3 weeks. This happening 3 weeks ago, almost to the day. So this is not a carriage dispute, because let's say one cable company says, all right, we don't want to carry, for example, ESPN. It's really a debate about how much they get paid. With NEWSMAX, DirecTV, AT&T said, we don't want to pay you anything. We're definitely not paying OAN anything, so we're going to get rid of you. That's different, isn't it, than a typical carriage dispute?
Yeah, and as NEWSMAX has put out and disclosed, and of course DirecTV has argued against it, maybe not directly, DirecTV carries something like 24 liberal, left-leaning networks, and they get fees. And what NEWSMAX was reportedly seeking out were comparable or below market fees. And so if you have two sources who provide an equivalent product, one on the left and one on the right, and the one on the right can't get the terms of the one on the left or anything close to it, then obviously that points to discrimination. And it's remarkable when you only have a few voices on the right representing half the country and dozens of voices on the left representing the other half of the country. Essentially what you have is an effort to quell the voices of half the public. And we see this in every single forum. And, when I say politics versus business, politics has become a part of every business decision. Look at an AT&T, 70% owner of DirecTV. AT&T has hundreds of millions of dollars of contracts with the federal government. Right. You don't think that impacts their business decisions? Of course it does.
Such a good point, Benjamin. And by the way, thank you to all of our viewers. They keep sending us photos of them taking down their DirecTV satellite dishes. We appreciate that. We'll continue to show them here on Wake Up America. Benjamin Weingarten will pick this up again very soon. Excellent piece, though, in the Epoch Times. Thanks for joining us.